Alright, this is Through Your Spades. Here's level 2, Rogue Planet. So, immediately what I think would stand out to you is what's behind you. Are those your arms? I don't know. Where are mine, though? You look down, you don't see any. Uh-oh. And it starts with silence. Now here, you're given the first of many ultimatum choices throughout this game, and your first sort of ultimatum is if you want to stay or leave. And the game totally allows you to leave, which is one ending. You can go down this way, and funnily enough, sort of a fourth wall break is the first level here has been quite literally taken, picked up, and put off to the side. In this level, as the same with the first, you're still dreaming, so you're seeing weird, bizarre statues that can't exist in reality. They just don't make sense. As if your dreams and reality are kind of contorting into one thing that doesn't make much sense. And that's the basic idea throughout. Now, if you go down that way, what'll happen is you'll have a bunch of walls that spawn behind you, and kind of a Silent Hills reference where it's like, don't touch that dial now, we're just getting started. And then you can just leave. And behind you is a bunch of dancing minotaurs, and Marcus says, jump scares are bullshit, I'm leaving. If you go this way, excellent. This is where you start the rest of the game. That's what's supposed to happen. However, a bunch of people have been crashing, so that's not exactly fun. So remember, with every step you take, there is a price to pay. So at this point, I am going to save. And here are a few fun little side hints and things, bits of world building. As you can see, this is a graveyard for soldiers, and I think one of these guys, he got eaten by Gary. This is Gary the Gargoyle. I think he might have forgotten to wipe, so yeah. I added Gary over here at some point because I just had this graveyard and there wasn't much of a point to it originally, so I figured I'd add Gary and then make him have a hint if you're lost as to how the puzzle works. The puzzle works by following the blood, and you go in here to this. Nothing in here. Pick up the key next to this weird light, and all of a sudden there's blood and death everywhere. So the little hint of the bloody hand trails, a carcass, and it's over there. So what you have to do is open this with the key that you got. You open the door, and then you go over to the body. And another wolf got bit. So there was someone on patrol, and his puppy got killed, as well as him. Now, there are a few meanings behind this. The first of all, it being part of the story. There's this, and then there were none poem. If anybody knows that book, it was one I really liked in school. 10 little soldiers went out to dine. One choked himself, and then there were 9. As well as that, this is a tribute to Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, where a friend of mine finally beat my all-time record of I think it was 34 rounds, and we got to wave 42. And in this case, this is not Gary, it's actually me. And my friend kept getting killed by the dog, so this is his body on the ground, because the dog tries to bite your hand off and then goes for your neck. Well, this has two meanings. It's allegorical in nature. So after you go over there, you hear the dog bark or the wolf bark. You go over here, and yes, this is the cover of the game, by the way. So you ever wonder where that comes from? Right here. And yeah, you can recreate it. Same frame right here. The cover of the game, sort of my method behind it and all the marketing as well, was I don't want to do the typical fake trailers and stuff that people used to do at E3. I just want it to be the game. I want the game to kind of speak for itself, but like 44 people played this game, so 44 people, I don't even know if they fucking played it as much as they just know it exists and probably don't give a shit. There were a few issues, obviously, though, with the arches, though, as you can see, it clips in and little things like that. But in truth, that's more of a nitpick than anything. So, here we go. When the world goes cold and all feels numb, how far will you go to save yourself? You be warned. With every step you take, there is a price to pay. Find the key. Don't keep us waiting. So, you have to find the key. And as you kind of saw, you'd expect it to be on a barrel or something. It's not on the barrel. Not here. Not in these barrels. Oh, of course. The most logical spot. On the phone. Now, the reason why it ends this way is because this was actually based upon a dream that I had. And a lot of these levels, actually, were based upon weird dreams I had. Now, the reason why I even got back to making this game was because I had a weird dream where I was walking on bridges and islands in the middle of this weird, surreal city, and I really didn't have much of anything reference-wise to make it, other than just what was in my head, and kind of roughly recreated it from scratch, I guess from memory anyway, and ended up with this. And I decided that it takes place in Santa Fe, New Mexico, although because it was such a weird dream where I was quite seamlessly walking from one side of this otherworldly platform as it kind of everything below me twisted and contorted into water, into a flooded city, into snow, rain, ice, death, and fire all at once, and it was constantly changing from day to night to clouds to no clouds to sunny to rainy to tornadoes, lightning, and other crazy shit. I figured, this is something I gotta make a game about, and I'll make multiple levels of. And I did. Now, the reason why the phone hangs off the table is because my phone was on the charger when the alarm went off, and well, it fell off the table. Thankfully, it's alright though. So, you get the key, you open the door, and in you go. Mission accomplished.